Well, we've been talking some about Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, but from a Christian perspective. In effect, the not Christmas ghost, but Christian ghost of your past, present, and future. And if you remember the story of A Christmas Carol, he looks at his past, then where he is now, and sees where his future will be if he continues on that road. And of course, that changes Ebenezer Scrooge, and he becomes a different man. I want to talk a little bit today about the ghost of Christian future. You know, wherever you are today does not have to be where you end. It is healthy at this season when a lot of people are talking about baby Jesus and Advent, maybe to think about Jesus. Now, I don't particularly think Christmas is the most holy day of the year, or even Easter for all that goes. I don't necessarily think Advent's a more holy season, but I do think people think about Jesus a lot at that time. And so if you've thought through your past and realized that where you are now is not like the past you had with Jesus, some of you at one time made a decision to follow Jesus and you've gotten away from that. And if you continue down that road, you're going to die without a relationship to Jesus. Some of you never had a relationship with Jesus. You're looking where you are now and you're wondering if there's something better. And for some of you, you've had a past relationship with Jesus, you have one now, and you know exactly where that road is going to end. So I want to encourage you, if you realize the road you're on with Jesus is not in fact heading to the cross and to heaven, I want to encourage you to change that. If you had a relationship with Jesus and you've drifted away from that, please don't continue that drift, because I can tell you, I do believe there will be a judgment. And those people that do not know Jesus or reject Jesus will not live with God forever. So I really want to encourage you to come back to Jesus. He always wants you to come home, whether you're a prodigal or a drifter. And maybe that's pretty close to the same thing. He wants you home. And if you think there's something missing from your life and you don't just want to drift to the end and wonder what it was all about, I beg of you to talk to some of us that know Jesus. We'd like to at least share with you why we think Jesus makes all the difference, not just in this life, though he does make a difference here, but especially in the life to come, because we do believe Christians live forever. So if you want your life to be a life of purpose, if you want your life to have hope and peace and joy and love, then I really want to encourage you to take a look at Jesus. Please comment on this video and I'll be glad to get back with you. Email me at steveridgelministry@gmail.com and I'd be glad to visit with you. steveridgelministry@gmail.com. Jesus does make a difference. Your past does not define who you are today, nor does it define your future. Jesus does change everything. Remember, you have a past. God has a future for you, and Jesus is that bridge. So please turn to him.